Did you know that 95% of your thoughts are subconscious? That means they're on autopilot. You have memorized them in your fascia, unconsciously, and in the ether at large in the Akashic records. So we are needing to go ahead and clear your subconscious to actualize a better life and to manifest more rapidly. So if you're ready to go ahead and dive into some tips and tricks, I am a coach, a mentor. My name is Elasa, and welcome to my channel. Let's get started. So the concept of reprogramming your subconscious mind is definitely on the rise through affirmations, through the law of assumption. And for many of you, you are always manifesting every now moment, and you are aware of this because you can see in front of you every now moment things that you've maybe thought of. Sometimes they're things that you don't want to happen. And so some of these subconscious records and memorized patterns and thoughts need to go. So I want to go over today some tips and tricks to help you manifest with more clarity and really to manifest from your truest desires from your I am presence. So let's get started. So you see here soul in this aura packet that I have here, and your body is the memorized patterns in the fascia of all the things that have ever occurred to you this lifetime, and even patterns in your DNA from other lifetimes. And then when you're in the field at large through the magnetics of the earth, even the area that you're at has memorized patterns that influence the body mind. And so we have to, first of all, realize that everything outside of us that we've been clinging to and attaching to and leaning on really is not the true thing to be connected to. And so that's the first step with what I want to go over with you, is to make sure that you are detaching, dissolving, disentangling from outside belief systems of support and structure, and reconnect with your inner presence to the I am that you be for eternity, your eternal soul consciousness, the eternal presence of God, of creator, of source, and allow yourself to get connected every day in every way, because you want to embody the I am that you be. And the embodiment of this presence is not a being. It's not the body you're sitting in. It's not your name and social security number. It is the presence, the awareness that watches the thinking, that watches and can be self-aware of what's occurring beyond what your avatar or smaller self is doing and thinking. Even your soul essentially is a droplet of God, of this source, of this pure, potent presence, but it's still able, you're still going to be able to rise even higher into pure, deep presence where you're not thinking, you're truly just spread out through all space. This requires meditation, of course, and just mindfulness meditation even with your eyes open is a key, because you want to be able throughout your day to drop in, slow your breath down, and just kind of daydream. Just look around. Just be mindful of the thoughts that are going on and be aware that you're not the thoughts, you're that presence that's watching the thoughts. So as we get good at this, we can be self-aware to notice when we are thinking a negative thought, that anything finite or limited truly is your, small self thinking that. This is not the I am, this is not the eternal soul. This is your smaller self that's, compacted down in a finite version of your body mind, and then maybe the persona or the personality. And so we are really going to also want to invite you, each time you notice these thoughts, you notice these programs, these identifications to lack or fear or doubt or shame, that you want to just simply say, clear, cancel, delete. You want to simply say, I am, fully done with that. That is not me. I am now ready to fully clear that through all timelines, all dimensions, all existence, my entire body at large, the entire ether, the entire magnetic grid. And I'm ready to step in to the unlimited potential, the infinite potential that I truly am. So with that, you want to notice anything that you've been clinging to, that you've been quantum entangling outside of yourself and believing that to be the most important. Because truly, when you start to let go of these fixated gross matter pattern structures as true, and you see them more as just, see your house as, dancing light particles stacked up on each other, magnetically creating the house in front of you. Everything you see in front of you is light dancing, magnetically stacked up in frequency subsets to materialize that what you see in front of you. And truly, all matter, all gross matter is moving. So we think it's fixed and standing still, but it's actually a moving particle. And even when we close our eyes, it turns to a wave. So we start to give more weight from the inner vision of the inner eye and less weight on what we see in the outer circumstances. Even when your circumstances seem totally against that which you know from your deepest I am presence to be true of what you're manifesting or what you're desiring to call in, and not even call in, but to match the frequency of your embodiment to allow it to show up in front of you, because it all is happening at once. All your manifestations, as soon as you desire it, especially when you can see it behind your two eyes in your mind's eye, it's already there. You just saw it. You just have to line up vibrationally to magnetically stack up those light particles in front of you. So we need to pull back up to our central channel and back up to the connection to the I am. And I'm drawing a sun representing that. Once you do that and you really are clear of these outer attachments, and yes, you're going to have biofeedback every day, every now and moment to show you possibly things that you didn't think of that you're attached to, that you'll have biofeedback that shows you limiting experience and limiting belief systems externally from the outer circumstances, and then internally from the feelings that you get like fear and doubt and shame. So if the outer external circumstances show you the opposite of that which you're calling in, then you can go home in your meditation, or you can multitask and be self-aware and simply inside yourself. You could put your hand on your heart, inside yourself say, clear, cancel, delete, or I'm no longer alignment to that. Thank you, but no thank you. And realize that it's you projecting that. This is the natural workings of this place we find ourselves in, that everything that we've memorized that hasn't been clear, canceled, deleted is going to project out in front of you until you become self-aware that it even existed and make a conscious choice to clear it. Okay? Next, we want to realize that your mind is your servant. We have gotten out of order when we forgot that this body, this avatar, this physical experience, and the mind of the brain, the heart mind, and the gut brain, all three of those brains are our servants. And so we're mindful of what we put in. And this is why affirmations are so key. But we want to make sure that the second mind of the heart is in coherence with that. The affirmation we're saying that we really feel deeply an emotion of joy, that it matches, that we have the self-worth and self-love to allow it in. And then third, that third mind of the gut, we have to make sure that we're feeding ourselves things and cleansed and clean eating and doing periodic seasonal cleanses that allow for us not to be dominated by lower vibrational things that are sitting in your small intestines, making you want to eat that bag of chips and then not go do the thing that is inspired action, like take a run if you're looking for a better body. Even though we can quantum jump and have ourselves materialize and dematerialize and rematerialize into a better body position, you will, on your journey to getting to those magic acts, want to take those inspired actions to make them happen. So getting these three minds clear and letting them know that you are my servant. As the I am presence that I be, I am going to program you by putting good thoughts, feelings, and food and all the other orifices into this body to project infinitely and memorize new subconscious patternings, new subconscious programs. So this is super important so that when you do these cleanups inside yourself, then when you do the affirmation and you feel the feeling and you take the inspired action, you will find that you're going to rapidly start to manifest. It is super powerful. So to summarize, remember, you are here to live your best life. We must go ahead and start to do the subconscious and unconscious cleanup of our mind, our heart, our gut, so that we can allow the cup to empty, to refill with these new affirmations. And when we do these new affirmations and we feel as if we get to the end scene and trust and know that I already saw it behind my two eyes, so of course it's here. And we get in the feeling and the emotions and motion of the embodiment of already having and doing these things, experiencing these great, amazing new earth experiences. We then line up within ourselves vibrationally to outward experience and materialize magnetically all that we've put in to the subconscious mind. So please leave a comment. Let me know of any take home that you've received from today's video. Please like, subscribe this video so I can be seen and the algorithm of the I Am can be heard. We are so grateful for you. And until next time, have an amazing day.